Boxing Talk, unbiased boxing channel.
Roses and daffodils, waiting on you at the gate till. Catch me if I start to feel a prayer dawn, a prayer dawn. Roses and daffodils, waiting on you at the gate till. Catch me if I start to feel a prayer dawn, a prayer dawn. I got some big ass fucking visions in vogue. I'm talking cover lover, baby mother covered in gold. I'm talking 19 fucking rings on my tree. I got ice and different income that nobody can see. Got a big ass fucking head on my motherfucking shoulders. My niggas steady laughing, talking about my head and shoulders. Hair so fucking long ago from head down to my shoulders. And this shit is from the heart for my haters and the boulders that be in my way. Feeling like the man until I went another way. Try to bust up on my life and went another way. I got that money in my pocket, live another day. Yeah, yeah. Baby, would you like roses and daffodils?
Welcome back. It's your man Pound for Pound Boxing Talk, where the talk is the realest. I'm back, family. What's good? I know y'all miss me. I miss y'all too, man. I've been super duper busy handling business. You know how that go. I love talking boxing, and I know people love my insight on this. But we live in real life. You gotta do things in real life too. I'm not one of these dudes that be on the internet crying because this is my favorite fighter. All of that baby ass shit these dudes be doing up here. None of that. Real boxing talk, where the talk is the realest. It's pound for pound boxing talk. Hit that subscribe. It's free, I promise. Hit that like. It's free, I promise. You already know what the deal is. So I'm back, baby. I'm back. I had some time today. So I was like, I gotta just jump on. You feel what I'm saying? I went live like a couple days ago while I was on the road, but talking about the weekend. But I don't like being on my phone and driving at the same time. Like, I just don't do that. So I had about an hour or two. So I'm like, let me come back and let's get into it. It's been a lot of hoopla. Man, I feel like every time it's like something going on. We got a new rule now. The no running rule. My man Rolly stole the show over all the elite fighters. I'm like, damn, it's like the boxing world is upside down. I mean, you got Canelo versus Crawford, my favorite fight that I've been hoping for since he whooped on Spence. Man, I mean, there's so much going on, so much to touch on, so much going on. But you already know, is we back, man. It's pound for pound boxing talk, where the talk is the realest. Hit that like on the way in, my nigga. But let's get into this no running rule, man. What's up with this rule? I've been hearing there's a new rule going around. There's gonna be no more running in the sport of boxing. Kind of like the clinch, how they do excessive clinching. They were saying that they was gonna do this no running rule. I've been hearing fans crying about it. I've been hearing fans happy about it. Me, shit, it's cool with me. Whatever's clever, whatever's gonna get them boys in there banging and fighting. I'm all for the sweet science. Floyd Mayweather's my favorite fighter, of course. So you already know, ain't no way around that. That's the master of hitting, not get hit. You feel what I'm saying? But now there's gonna be a no running rule. So I'm about to pull this video up that I seen on YouTube. It's this dude named Showbiz. Shout out to you, Showbiz. I'm about to go to your video. If y'all want to watch this full video, it's on his channel. But I just gotta react to this because is this true? I mean, y'all like it? You think it's good? You think it's bad? As far as running and boxing, because I mean, them fights, man. Them fights on that weekend. I'm not saying niggas was running. I'm just saying, where was the fighting? So let me go to Showbiz. What's his name? Showbiz, the adult boxing. Let me go here. Okay, let me share my screen. The no running rule. Let's see what this is about. No more running in boxing. I can hear the tears already. Y'all can see my screen. Let me see. Let me click this. Let me click this here. Okay. Yeah, boom. Okay, boom. Perfect. Alright. Can I move myself to the other side of the screen? Let me see if I can move myself over here. Let me see something. Okay. I can move myself. No, that's cool. I'll stay on that side. All right. So let's hear this no running rule. Explain. Again, this is on Showbiz, the adults channel. Talking about a no running rule in boxing. Is that a good rule or is he just hating on Devin? Y'all let me know.
Here's a punch.
Let me see. Okay, so it says here. Again, this is Showbiz.
A no running.
Hold on, why am I shitting up? Okay, there we go. So again, this is Showbiz the Adult. Shout out to you, bro. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. I think he was the one that put this out, and people been going like crazy about it. I don't know why, but they've been going crazy about it. I've been seeing a lot of crying about this. So let's read what this rule say. Again, if y'all want to watch this full video, it's on this channel. Salute to you, bro. I want to see what this is about because I'm a boxing fan. You know, this is my favorite sport. This is my only sport. So let me see. So the no running rule is explained. Hold up. Similar to excessive clinching, the new no running rule will prevent excessive avoidance of engagement by giving the referee the option to deduct a point from a fighter who chooses excessive movement over engagement. This is the referee's discretion. Sounds pretty cut and dry to me. So again, similar to excessive clinching, if y'all don't know what that is, excessive clinching, there's excessive clinching in boxing where you could be deducted a point. Let me see if I can pull up a clip for y'all of what I mean with excessive clinching. Where a motherfucker just holding you. And the referee can decide whether or not. And you spelled clinching wrong, I think, my brother. They can decide whether or not they want to take a point because you holding too much. So let's see what this is. Excessive clinching. Okay. All right. I found the video on this for y'all. Here we go.
Talk about why boxers clinch, we have to define what clinching is. Clinching is when a boxer grabs onto their opponent, be it an underhook or an overhook, to completely prevent their opponent from punching. When the clinch is initiated and neither boxer can punch, the ref has to step in and...
Okay. So basically, you heard. All right, let me go back here. So basically, you heard what old boy had to say. So is my shit? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, hold on. Oh, my bad, y'all. Let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat. How dare you see? I've been going so long that I forget that, you know, off the rip, I'll be dropping a link in the chat for all the trolls, all the hoes, and the family members to join. But so officially, what clinching is hugging. You know, it breaks up the offense, it breaks up the defense. You holding, you clinching. It's a way some fighters use it to change their position. They choose it to reset. Sometimes they hurt, so they grab. So in boxing, they got called clinching. Now, this is a good thing, you know, it's good, you know, break a rhythm is part of the fight game. But now, you know, it's been implemented a rule where excessive clinching, you can't do this shit too much. We're not going to watch you keep holding this person to where there's no defense, there's no offense. This is stopping a fight. This is stopping all engagement of a fight. Excessive clinching. The referee can warn, the referee can take a point. The referee can even disqualify your ass from the fight, make you the loser because your ass is hugging too much. So that is a rule. It wasn't always a rule, but it became a rule because it was hindering the fight. Fans is like, what the fuck? These people just hugging. They're not even fighting. What's going on? They just all close up on each other hugging. People like, nah, it's clinching. It's a part of it. And it's just like, okay, yeah, it's a part of it, but this is excessive. So now, again, I'm going to go back to this video of this guy, Showbiz the Adult, and he's explaining this no running rule. So again, similar to the excessive clinching, the no running rule prevent excessive avoidance of engagement, because that's exactly what it does. By giving the referee the option to deduct a point from a fighter who chooses excessive movement over engagement. This is at the referee's discretion. So let's see this explained.
A no running rule. Okay, listen, War Room, if you don't know, I'm all over socials, trying to implement or encourage a no running rule to be added to the official rules of boxing. All right, so this video is to explain that and why. But first, I want to say this: Happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mother, to Ms. Biz, to my ex-wife, to my sisters, to the mothers in my family, and to the mothers around the world. So happy Mother's Day, first and foremost. Second, congratulations to Kakache for beating Leigh Woods. And thirdly, Navarrete squeaked out a victory against Suarez, which Suarez was robbed of victory. Suarez cut Navarrete with a punch, but they said it was a headbutt, and Navarrete got the win because they said the cut was due to accidental headbutt, and he won the fight. But we see now, in looking back, it was actually a punch. You can see it in the replay. You can also see it in the still shots. You can actually see blood on Suarez's glove when the moment it impacted Navarrete's eye. It was definitely due to that hook from Suarez. I think this can be overturned to a Suarez victory very easily. All right, this is one of those things that's not like the knee from Gervonta Tank Davis saying if you were to rule that a knockdown, we don't know, things may have actually changed after that as far as how the fight was approached by both Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. This here, the fight was stopped, period, due to cuts. They couldn't stop the bleeding. So it was up to the judges or up to the officiating at that point to say why the cut was made, and it was actually due to a punch. So you can overrule that. Hopefully they go back, overrule it, and give Suarez his victory, and they have, of course, their rematch. Now, let's talk about the no running rule, right? Now, I introduced this to my socials, to X, to Instagram, to YouTube here, the War Room. All of you guys, many of you voted. I have thousands of votes across all platforms, most of you in approval of this rule being implemented to the official rules of boxing. Now, here's the rule. The rule is the no running rule. So this is how I describe it.
Okay, we getting into the
Similar
rule.
to excessive clinching, that is very key. The no running rule will prevent excessive avoidance of engagement by giving the referee the option to deduct a point from a fighter who chooses excessive movement over engagement. This is the referee's discretion. And I added His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. 66% of.
Now, what do y'all think about that? Because movement has always been a part of boxing. There's always been fighters with good footwork, some better than others. There's been fighters that move a lot. There's been fighters that stand there and bang. But I feel like nowadays, a lot of fans, depending on who you like, y'all get in there like misconstrued it, or they like getting butthurt and taking it to heart because they feel like you coming at one of their fighters. When it's like we all know the difference between a fighter moving, evading and using footwork and good defense, and a fighter just constantly moving around, avoiding all engagement. So it's like it's weird because it's like if you put that in effect, then people gonna be like, oh, this person got a warning, but he not even. Oh, this is dope. I could expand my shit. Perfect. Oh, that's fire. Y'all see me big now? Whoo! Pound for pound boxing talk. I'm about to be our favorite YouTube boxing channel for Rizzo. But yeah, it's always been a part of boxing. So it's like certain people gonna get upset because they're gonna be like, oh, this person gave him a warning, but he ain't even moving that much. Or this person lost a point, but he ain't even moving that much. They just want him to be rock'em sock'em. They always bring up this surface level point of, oh, y'all don't want fighters to move. Y'all just want rock'em sock'em robots. No, nigga. It's a difference between rock'em sock'em. We all know what rock'em sock'em robots is, bro. That's these people going in the middle of the ring, banging it out. We know that. So let's stop acting all butthurt and mad. You know what I mean? We know what a fighter. We got fighters that hit and don't get hit all the time. Terrence Crawford barely gets hit, and he's there. Keyshawn Davis has great footwork, uses it, barely gets hit. He's fighting. There's a difference, bro. There's a difference. And to the point where people are not saying this for no reason. You know what I mean? People are not just coming up of this for no reason. Knockout Boxing 86. Salute, my guy. Yo, I fuck with your channel, bro. You really, I like your channel because you got your own perspective and you don't let nobody sway what you be talking about. And I fuck with it. I fuck with what you be doing. Salute to you. Y'all go subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86. What my man say? He said boxing has fell off since the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Something needs to be done to bring it back so it's former glory. It isn't popular enough to have weekends like we had on Cinco de Mayo. I'm with the no running rule. I pay my money to see a fight, dog. Not this tag you with bullshit. Bro, oh my gosh. I'm so hyped about the weekend. I tell Shorty, yeah, they got that fire stick. We paying for this weekend. Like, we gonna watch these fights. Like, man, I felt robbed, bro. I'm just like, can I get a refund? I mean, damn, bro. It's like, bro, T.O. did his thing. Like, okay, it wasn't some fights, okay, it wasn't that great. Even the Rolly shit, like, it wasn't that great, whatever, but they did their thing. But it's like certain fighters, bro, like you see them just moving. Ryan was like moving a lot at a certain point. He was throwing a jab and shit, but Devin fight, it was like, bro, I'm like, what the hell is going on? It's like, bro, I can't lie, bro. I mean, I don't really see the bad part about this if this was a rule, because just like how I played the video about clinching wasn't always a rule where, all right, there's excessive clinching. People would clinch. It started back in the day, but the rule came in after where it's like, all right, now y'all motherfuckers just hugging too much. Y'all stopping all engagement. Now I'm gonna give you a warning, and then I might take a point to the point where, nah, nigga, you disqualified because you're not even fighting, you just hugging. It should be the same thing with the moving. And I get it, certain people gonna be mad and but he using footwork, bro. We all know there's a difference. Y'all keep coming with them lame examples of Rock'em Sock'em Roll, bro. We know there's a difference between Rock'em Sock'em Robots and boxing. Like, we not dumb. You feel what I'm saying? But this moving shit that you doing too much, and I hate when they compare it to Floyd. Bro, Floyd was in there with bangers, Hall of Fame fighters, and still in front of him, using footwork, moving, coming at him. Even when he was on it a lot, he was throwing punches, combos. Not these dudes, but some fighters, some of y'all favorite fighters, and it's not even a lot, but sometimes it happens, and y'all get mad when fans call it out, to the point where now we talking about a new rule, like, stop this shit. Because we not paying to see this shit, bro. It's stopping all engagement. But anyway, salute to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Let me go ahead and continue with this guy Showbiz the Adults channel. Again, salute to Showbiz the Adult. If y'all want to watch that full video, y'all can go ahead and subscribe to his channel. But I'm gonna go ahead and let him explain this a little further, because at surface level, I'm looking, and I didn't really have a problem with it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just interested to see how he break it down, because he was the one that put it out, and I've been seeing a lot of people crying about this shit. So let's go ahead and keep running that. Let me let him explain this rule.
Of you voted that it is a great rule. That's out of 3,764 votes. And views, this got over 200,000 views on this X post. So people are definitely interested. Now, on Instagram, I think we had, over 2,000 votes, and over 80% is in agreement with the rule. And then on YouTube, we have over 3,000 votes there, I think, as well. And over 80%, just like Instagram, is in agreement with the rule. Now, the lowest percentage in agreement is actually on X. I do think that this must be explained a bit more, because there's a lot of questions, definitely, across all platforms of this rule, and I think a lot of people are missing certain things, and maybe we can talk this through in the war room. First and foremost, why do I want to implement this rule? The reason is last weekend was arguably the worst.
Sky high prices are everywhere.
Oh, this man getting money.
Your
He
first
got
exam and health and
that.
dental is free for new patients.
Shout out to Showbiz the Adult again. Y'all go subscribe to that if y'all want to see the full video. I'm about to play this shit right here. But salute to you though.
Weekend of boxing, all right, ever. And it's mostly due to the expectations. You have Canelo Alvarez, you have Rank.
And this is another thing, man. Like, I gotta say this. Like, just because a person is critical of a performance, it doesn't mean that they a hater, man. Oh my goodness, y'all be crying so much. Y'all cry so much. It's like, bro, like, niggas can't even, bro, if we saying something, bro, like, okay, cool, like, people feeling this way. Like, and it's not like, okay, just for example, Shakur, he had the performance with De Los Santos. I hated that fight. But then people that like Shakur was like, nah, bro, you just hating this. They got like super defensive. I'm like, bro, you can't tell me you watched that and enjoyed that fight, or you thought that was one of his best performances. So why somebody got to be a hater because they didn't like the way that person fought, or they didn't like that performance? Like, y'all got to stop crying, bro. Like, understand, like, that was Shakur. Okay, now Devin did it. Now, Devin didn't, you hear the same thing. Oh my goodness, y'all crying, y'all hating, y'all this. Bro, no, you not paying, you didn't pay that bread, and you can't tell me, even as a fan of that person, that that was one of your favorite performances, or that you like that. I mean, if you like that performance, that's on you. But bro, even as a fan, you can't say that, oh yeah, that was a hell of a performance. Bro, you capping. And when we do that, it's bad, because it's like now you showing the newer fighters to go ahead and train to fight like that. And then what does that do for boxing? Bro, come on, bro. Those are not the type of fights that I want to see as a fan. Again, I understand the beauty of footwork, hitting, I get hit, I get all of that. So you can't get me with them lame-ass surface level narratives. But speaking as a boxing fan, a fighting fan, bro, a fan of the sweet science, hit and not get hit, which we all understand. This is some new shit where don't hit and don't get hit, and you can't say that that's cap, because you go to the punch stats, and it be the lowest amount of connect, lowest amount of thrown, like literally in history. Like the shit is getting crazy now, dog. So, but let me go ahead and continue with that. I just wanted to bring that up because right now he's showing the clip of the weekend of Devin, and I hear like a bunch of people like, "Oh my goodness, everybody's just hating, everybody's just mad," and it's like, bro, you can't tell me that you watched that. And I was like, yeah, babe, that was great. Or like people like watching this in a bar or whatever was like so ecstatic about this performance. No, the shit was like, it was what it was, bro. But let's go ahead and continue with showbiz. Listen, explaining this no running rule in boxing. Should we make it or should we just leave it alone?
Garcia, Devin Haney. You have some of the biggest names, Teofimo Lopez, all in one weekend, and the weekend ended up being a huge disappointment. And what stands out is the running that William Skull was doing against Canelo Alvarez, and the running from Devin Haney, what he was doing with Ramirez. All right, but it doesn't exclude the other boring fights that happened. Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero was not the best fight, but it still was a shocker because Rolly Romero beat Ryan Garcia by decision. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that you have two of the most historically worst bouts ever on the same weekend. Devin Haney, William Skull, and the way that they performed. Now, it's important to note that the poster child of running and boring was Shakur Stevens' performance against De Los Santos, where a total of 105 punches were landed in that fight, making that fight a snooze fest. Devin Haney versus Ramirez, a total of 110 punches were landed that fight.
Look at that. Look at this. See, this is so fucking crazy. And it's like people are not understanding where the pushback is coming from. When people pay their money to watch these fights, I could watch basketball for free, football for free. You know, I could watch these sports. When you paying for a pay-per-view and you putting your money down to watch these fights and these fighters that you like, and it's like you see them go in there and not throw fucking punch. I'm sorry, like this is gonna get demonetized. Like it is what it is. This pound for pound boxing talk where the talk is the realest. I be trying to keep it clean because I know it's be people from this age, that age, maybe they kids be around. But I'm sorry, like at this point, it is what it is. When they get a little bit bigger, then I'll try to, you know, we got more families in there. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers too. You know, salute to y'all and all the fathers too. But right now it's Mother's Day, you know. So or yesterday or whenever that was, you know, it just passed. So happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful mothers out there. The mothers that y'all love, the mothers that I love. You know, my mother. You know, my mother's mother, my mother's mother's mother. You feel what I'm saying? Salute to all of that, and God bless y'all. But right now, fuck all that. Demonetize. Algorithm taken away. Stop the fucking running this pound for pound boxing talk. We need motherfuckers to fight. Stop playing. Stop playing. This is the fight game. Hit and don't get hit. Beautiful. But stop all the fucking movement. Relax, nigga. Relax. Calm down. Use your footwork, but ease up, Brody. Relax. I paid money to see this shit, dog. I'm not paying again. I might have to have Jesus do that with the fire, you know. Relax, bro. I don't want to do that. Like let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Come on, bro. Like this is like he's breaking down. He's putting in there the stats of these. So y'all just don't think people were like, oh no, it couldn't have been that bad. Bro, we talking about in history of the sport, this shit is happening, bro. Like the history of the sport, the least amount of punches landed, least amount of punches thrown, Like, what is going on, bro? Like, I'm not paying for that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be paying for this, bro. It's certain fighters, y'all gonna get me to the point where it's like, bro, nah, I ain't watching that.
His performance against De Los Santos, where a total of 105 punches were landed in that fight, making that fight a snooze fest. Devin Haney versus Ramirez, a total of 110 punches were landed in that fight.
Is
That's 5 punches more than the snooze fest of Shakur Stevenson
They
versus
landed
De Los
100
Santos.
punches, bro.
And Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull, only 1 punch more than a Haney fight, which was 111 total punches landed by Canelo Alvarez and William Skull in their fight. All right, so you have the poster child of boring fights in Shakur Stevenson versus De Los Santos, and similar numbers happened twice in the same weekend, which encouraged me to think of a way for this to not happen again. We definitely don't want fighters to see this way of winning and start training to that because there's no rules in place. Now, let's talk about the rule. I want to say this, side note. Shakur Stevenson, he actually responded on my X post. A lot of people are like, oh.
For those of y'all who didn't see the Shakur versus De Los Santos fight, Shakur De Los Santos running. This right here was about the fucking story of the night. Let me share this with y'all. This is what we talking about right now.
It's going to take some risk involved, but you can catch up to. It's going to take some risk involved, but you can catch up to. Or again, Shakur's not countering. Shakur's not countering.
That was, I swear, before that fight, I was a Shakur fan. I still am a fan of Shakur Stevenson. But after that fight, I was like, I'm not watching him no more. He got to put on something.
Número 1 libra por libra o tengo que estar en el top 10 ni cosas de esas. Se lo tienes que decir a Shakur. Y si dices eso, tienes que demostrarlo. Y esto no es de top libra por libra.
Aquí estamos en los segundos ya finales de este round número 11.
So basically, it's like over defense, like defense times 2, to where it's like you can't hit the person and they can't hit you, and you just moving so damn much. I mean, if I go on Instagram right now, let me share my shit on Instagram right now, because I'm sure they got the William Skull fight and the Haney fight up there. And the shit is just like ridiculous, bro. Like, look, okay, the first thing, his wife and Young Thug, and the next thing is this nigga come back and they say he turned into Shakur Stevenson. Let's just look at this. Bro, like this is not. Stop comparing this shit to Floyd Mayweather. Stop comparing this shit to Floyd Mayweather. Anytime your favorite fighter is moving around the ring, or even a fighter like William Skull is moving around the ring a lot, all crazy, not engaging, flicking a jab, tag your it, and moving around, y'all want to say this is The beautiful science. No, nigga. I'm not fucking dumb. I've been watching boxing for years. All type of styles. I even went back to before I was born to watch motherfuckers fight. This is my sport. This is the only sport I watch. You can't confuse me and try to manipulate and, oh, you just don't like it because you're not a fan of hit and not get hit. You like rock'em sock'em robots. You want everybody to be a flat-footed Mexican. Bro, stop it, bro. You could call it what you want, my G. Bloodbath. Listen, Bloodbath. You could call it what you want, bro. You can watch this shit. That's the thing. It's totally fine. You can do that. But as a boxing fan, I don't like fights like this, bro. I don't like fights like this. So that's why when I seen this no running rule, this shit by this dude named Showbiz, I'm like, damn, that might be a good idea. I don't have a problem with it. Cause it's not like something crazy that we don't, again, like, it's just like the clinching shit. You know, if y'all doing too much of it, clinching is a part of boxing. But if you're doing too much and it stops the engagement, stops the fucking fight from even going, it's like, nah, nigga, you holding too much. No, nigga, you moving too fucking. This ain't footwork. This ain't defense. You running around the fucking ring. No, we not doing that. Warning. Okay, you keep doing that. Yo, I told you I'm gonna warn you again. Your ass keep moving. You need to fight, bro. This is a fucking boxing match. Throw some punches. We're not doing this who could break the world record of least amount of punches to land on another fighter. This is a fucking fight. Oh, you ain't listening. Take a point. Oh, yo, why you took a point from me, yo? I was fighting, yo. Why you took a point? Nah, nigga, your ass moving. Take a point. You lost a point. Excessive running. Not movement, no running. All right, and then I bet you now that motherfucker gonna get in there and start fighting, start boxing. Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, this is not the sport. People ask why the sport be dying and what's going on with it and all this other stuff. Oh, it's just people stealing it and all that type of shit. Bro, people pay for what they want to pay for. People steal shit that they don't give a fuck about. They gonna steal it. Some people gonna steal some good stuff, but you can't help that. But when y'all having fights like this, bro, it's like people are not gonna spend their hard-earned money to watch that. No, sorry. They're gonna pay Jose, they're gonna pay Jerome, they're gonna pay Blake to go ahead and get that flame. You know what I mean? That fire. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be mad at it. So let me go ahead and continue back with what Showbiz was saying as he's explaining this no running rule. What y'all think about this, man? Y'all think it's so deep? Y'all think it's too much? It's gonna hurt boxing? Or y'all think it's gonna help because y'all tired of seeing this shit? Y'all tired of seeing the performance we saw? Niggas paid $90 for that. $90, you got both. You got Canelo and you got T.O., Devin, Ryan, and Rolly. You know, and then it's like, especially in the Canelo fight, because that was the main thing. And then you just see William Skull running around that motherfucker like, flick, jab, okay, I'm moving. Right hand, flick, okay, I'm moving. Bro, that is not what Floyd Mayweather did. That is not what Sugar Ray Leonard did against Duran. A lot of movement, yes, but it was still a fight. It was still punches thrown. Y'all talking about breaking the world record of least amount of punches landing, bro. This is not even a fucking conversation. Like, what are y'all talking about? Come on, bro. Like, you can't. I don't know. To be honest, I'm hoping that they do make that a rule. I'm hoping that they do make that a rule because I think it ain't gonna do nothing but help, and it's gonna make it more interesting. Like, yeah, nigga, you've been avoiding engagement this whole fight. You just lost a point. What you about to do now? Or you gonna blame it on the ref? I wasn't even running. I know I lost, but it's because of the ref. If it wasn't for that point he took from the earlier round, I would have won. We need to change this. I would have won if it wasn't for the, I wasn't running like that. I was using footwork. Yeah, nigga. Too bad. Your ass should have been fighting. Work on hitting and not getting hit. And that shit wouldn't happen, bro. I ain't mad at it. But I'm gonna let him continue with it. I'm gonna let him continue with explaining this idea that he got. I hope somebody get a win to this too, because I don't think that'll hurt boxing at all. Actually, I think it will help boxing, and that's the main thing about it. Is this type of shit gonna help, or is it gonna hurt? Y'all let me know. Tell me why. Is it gonna help? Why? Nah, bro, yo, pound for pound, you tweaking. This shit gonna hurt us, cause now every time a black fighter move, a white ref is gonna be like, point taken, you moving too much. Like make it make sense. Like let me hear what y'all got going on.
Oh my God, Shakur Stevenson, he felt touched by this possible rule. No, I think he's the perfect person to respond to it. Let me tell you what he said. So Shakur Stevenson, he responded and he said, so when Sugar Ray fought Roberto Duran, the second fight was the no mas fight.
That's exactly
what this rule have applied to that. All right. So which was a fantastic
Not the
question.
same.
So,
it's not the same.
Do you have a car? Do you have a clean driver?
It's not the same.
Did you know that you could pay as low as $39 a month in car insurance?
I didn't know that, but thanks for letting me know. That might save a nigga some money. But that's what I'm saying. It's not the same. Y'all go all the way out the window with these comparing. So when Floyd fought Baldomir, was he running? No, because even with a messed up hand, he was still throwing shots. They might have not hurt it that much, but he was throwing them motherfuckers and landing them motherfuckers and in the pocket with them, moving and switching mid-range, inside, outside. Come on, bro. Like, it's not even come on, bro. Like, stop it. You know better. Wait till I get my sound.
So I responded to that by saying, yes, if this rule was in place, the ref would have had grounds to verbally encourage engagement, just like excessive clinching. There's verbal engagement, then a warning, then hard warning, then possibly a point deduction. Of course, it wouldn't have been an automatic deduction. Understand what I'm saying here. It is very similar to the excessive clinching rule. Now, the clinching rule was put into place because of how boxing was. All right, if you look at the days of Jack Johnson and Joe Gans, Jim Jeffries, all those guys back then, Harry Greb even, those guys would implement clinching as a tactic in the bout, twisting your arms, doing certain things, kind of like wrestling while boxing, all right? And that clinching portion, though, was very boring to the boxing fan. It stopped the boxing match from being all hands to a bit of wrestling, a little bit more wrestling than desired. So the boxing world decided to implement excessive clinching, to encourage more punching than wrestling. That's what this is. Now that people are deciding to avoid engagement by not clinching, but by running, it's still the same thing. You're still excessively avoiding engagement, making a snooze fest, stopping from this being more of a boxing match or a fight with fists to more of a track meet, just like it was more of a wrestling match when there was excessive clinching. I'm saying it's the same idea. Instead of just too much clinching, you can do too much running as well, because what we want is a fight.
That's right.
I think people have to understand excessive. It does not mean what Muhammad Ali was doing. Muhammad Ali was
Fucking
boxing.
fight,
He was
bro.
on his toes. He was on his back foot, yes, many times. But he was still flicking the jab and letting his hands go. That's a style, all right? But he was definitely engaging. What Sugar Ray Leonard do mostly is engaging. Hell, what Devin Haney does mostly, he's boxing and engaging. The only time I've seen Devin Haney fight like that was against Jose Ramirez. I think people are trying to act like they don't really know the difference between running and boxing. All right? We're not talking about boxing, we're talking about running. When you're avoiding engagement. Now, what you have to understand is this. This rule that I'm trying to implement here isn't a rule where as soon as somebody runs around, the ref deducts a point. No, but it allows the referee to have grounds to encourage engagement, right? So because this rule in place, the ref can say, hey, mix it up. And tell him again, while he's running around, the crowd is booing, boo, you know what's going on. He's just running. He's not engaging. He say, hey, warning, mix it up. It's just like the clinching, right? When Rolly Romero fought Pitbull, he was excessively clinching, and it was making for a bad bout. The referee's job is to manage a fight. It is to make sure that the fight is appealing to the audience. People don't understand that. They don't know that. But that's what the ref job is. So what the ref do? Warn Rolly for clinching. I think.
And you know that's true too, because even when fighters be clinching and holding a whole lot, bro, it's like the fans is there expressing what's going on. Like everybody knows what's going on. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, boo! Like, yo, what's up? The ref is like, yo, y'all holding too much. Y'all holding too much. Like, stop that shit. Stop that shit. Fight. Like, I need to fight now. Let's go. Let's go. Same shit with the running. Like, no. All right. Nigga, moving. Okay, cool. Moving. Okay, cool. Move. Once you go past 2 minutes, bro, a minute 30 seconds of fucking movement and flicking a jab, like, all right, bro. Now I'm gonna tell you again, like, this your warning. Like, mix it up. Let's start getting shit going. You know what I mean? This is a fight. Like, okay, we understand the fill out process, collecting data. We get all that. But all right, let's start, let's start seeing something.
I think he even deducted a point. And after that, we got an exciting fight, and Pitbull won by knockout versus Rolly Romero. Same thing can happen with the excessive running. You're running too much. Listen, we have to box. We have to engage. Now, there's many people who feel that there's a slippery slope there. It could be, but not really, because you guys see it with the excessive clinching. We all are like, listen, he should be deducted a point for clinching too much. We see it all the time. And we would know the difference when it's excessive running. We would. Hey, he's running too damn much. All right? The referee would be schooled on this. The referee would be coached on this. The referee would know the difference. If they don't know, which they do know, they would know the difference between boxing and moving and excessive running. When you're running around and you haven't thrown a punch in a while, and if so, it's one flick and you go running back and forth again and again. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. William Skull isn't James Toney. What Devin Haney did against Ramirez is not Sugar Ray Leonard or Sugar Ray Robinson. You guys know the difference. And the thing is, this can only help us. It can only help boxing. You do not want a bunch of running in boxing. You just don't. Anyone who's against this rule cannot be against the fact that we're trying to stop what happened last weekend. I think anyone who's against this rule does. Understand the fact that it is not to deduct people with certain boxing styles and make rock.
Like we get it, bro. Like, I don't know, again, man. Like, we all understand that fighters use movement, fighters use footwork, Fighters use defense. You move, of course. It's part of the sport. Footwork. That's probably when I was boxing, that was the first thing before you even throw a punch. You learn about how to even stand, how to move your feet, how to turn your feet. You feel what I'm saying? Pivot, everything, exit, all of these things. Circular fighter, like your feet is like half of the battle. What we saying is, bro, like all of this running shit, like it's a difference between defense and running, bro. It's a difference between movement and just running, bro. And I think the biggest difference between it is how consistent it is. Like, bro, like how long are you just gonna keep fucking moving, jogging around, leaping around. Like William Score, that shit was crazy. And they gave a fight to Canelo. Like, what the fuck was you doing? Bro, like, nah, all of this moving shit, I'm sorry, bro. As a boxing fan, this is not where I want to see the sport go. I do not want to see the next generation of fighters be training to be fucking moving. When I watch a pay-per-view fight, I do not want to be seeing shit like this. I'm sorry. So, honest again, and like I'm saying, it's not like these dudes is Sugar Ray Leonard versus Duran. It's not like they Floyd versus Baldomir. It's not like motherfucker. It's not like these dudes who. It's not like Pernell who move around and use defense. It's not like that, bro. And y'all know it's not like that. So cut the bullshit. We don't want to watch that. We want to watch motherfuckers fight. You feel what I'm saying? Slip punches. Use good footwork. Circle a motherfucker. Turn them. Get in, get out. You know, all of that. But all of that just moving around the ring, bro. Like, no. Warn that motherfucker. He keep going. Take a point from that nigga. He keep going. Disqualify. You ain't even want to fight. You done. Out. L. Take that. Complaining about it in a post press conference. Take that like Diddy, nigga. When you mad, you could tell the fans in a post press conference about how the ref was wrong. Yeah, I wasn't even moving that much. I mean, son, like I was just moving a little bit. Do all that shit after you take the loss, nigga. Get a belt, get a W to the motherfucker who's in there fighting, who trained them 8 weeks, who put in that blood, sweat, and tears to make that fight prepared. Get him that win. Not the motherfucker who didn't want to fight, just going in there, just playing, bro. Come on, this ain't tag. This is boxing. This is the fight game, gladiator sport. You know what I mean? And stop acting like y'all know the difference between that and Rock'em Sock'em Robots when we all do, bro. Like, stop it. I get y'all got y'all favorite fighters. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. Just keep it 100. Like, even if that's your favorite fighters, if you like William Score, you can't tell me that was, I mean, bro, you can't say that was one of your best performances, bro. You say, oh, yeah, it was good because he didn't get hit and all this. All right, whatever, bro. But you look in the history books, that nigga, we talking about these niggas is breaking records for the least amount of punches landed. Like, what the fuck? This is boxing. This is a fight. And niggas is breaking records for the least amount of punches being landed in a fucking fight that you paying for? Oh, hell no. You paying to see a fight and niggas is breaking records for the least amount of fucking fighting. Oh, come on, bro. Nah, bro. This is not where the sport is going. Shout out Kamel Moulton. Shout out Terrence Bud Crawford. Shout out Errol Spence Jr. Shout out Keyshawn Davis. Shout out Abdullah Mason. Shout out Bruce Choo Choo Carrington. Shout out Neyu Inoue. Shout out Jamel Charlo. Shout out Jamal Charlo. Shout out Jerron Boots Ennis. Shout out Dimitri Bivol. Shout out to Alexander Usyk. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Tyson Fury. Shout out to all the motherfucking fighters who go in there and fight. Stop it. And the fans is terrible. If your fighter went in there and looked like that, okay, cool. Maybe it was a part of their game plan. Maybe they did it for whatever reason. They was injured, whatever. But y'all can't keep acting like niggas want to see that, bro. You can't. And then crying when niggas is mad about it and like, what the fuck, I paid for that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, tell me, is it good for boxing or not? I'm gonna let Showbiz finish.
Socking robots, people are thinking too far, and they're a lot.
A vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line, so much more because there's more, like unlimited drinks.
What happened last weekend. I think anyone who's against this rule doesn't understand the fact that it is not to deduct people with certain boxing styles and make rock'em sock'em robots. People are thinking too far, and a lot of people get a little too emotional about it and just overthink it, right? It's not that. It's not to stop boxing or boxing styles. It is to stop running or to encourage engagement, just like when it comes to clinching. Now, there are people who are saying, why not just cut the ring off? Once again, when somebody has very fast feet, though, and do not want to engage, they just want to avoid and run, they can't. It is when you're running back and forth, okay, how it was explained to me by two trainers now. When you're running back and forth and you got very quick feet, all you need to do is go flip and then go running again. You just stop somebody and then go running again. That is a horrific sport. That is a shitty sport. But on top of that, what I think people aren't thinking about, they're only thinking about if the runner is dealing with a slugger. What I'm thinking about is the possibility of a runner against another runner. Two William Skulls is what I'm talking about. If you don't implement this, you guys are only thinking about the runner versus the slugger. And I'm thinking about the possible William Skull versus William Skull type of fight, but not with a rule like this. I want to say this in conclusion. Back in the day, when people fought, all right, and I'm talking about anything from ring back, when people fought, they were more willing to be fighters, and they were more willing to be warriors. The way you made ops miss defensively wasn't by running. It was by movement, catching shots, parrying shots, by head movement, by waist movement, yes, footwork, but always in position to be offensive yourself. It was about fighting, the sweet science. It was never running, okay? And that's when boxing is at its best. When somebody is truly boxing and truly being defensively slick. Running is not that. No matter how you try to carve it, running is not that. James Toney is not a runner. Floyd Mayweather is not a runner. Manny Pacquiao, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sweet Pea Whitaker, Michael Second to None, James Quick, tell those people and many more. I know you guys want to name a few. You could go ahead and name them in the comments. Those people are not runners. What running is what we've been seeing as of late. It's a brand new thing, and we want to stop the bleeding before it turns into a bloodbath. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. Showbiz adult. I'm out.
All right, so shout out to him because he was the one that this dude Showbiz, he was the one that put that tweet out that had got everybody upset. You know, so shout out to him for putting that out, putting that into the boxing world's mind. Because when I seen it, I'm like, damn, the no running rule. That shit might be good. It's look like he said, bro, stop the bleeding before this shit even get too far. Like, I already see where some people headed with it. Like, no. This is not what I want to see. This is not what I want these fighters to be training like and trying to use the greats as an excuse when that doesn't even compare to what the motherfuckers was doing at all. Sweet Pea wasn't doing that. Sugar Ray Leonard wasn't doing that. Floyd Mayweather wasn't doing that. Pernell Whitaker wasn't doing that. The defensive geniuses wasn't doing that. Prince Hassim wasn't doing that. Any defensive fighter with good footwork, you could think of, they wasn't doing what the fuck we seeing today. And it's evident because you could see these niggas is now breaking records for this shit now. These niggas is literally breaking records for a fight that had the least amount of fighting in it. Like, no, bro. No, we gotta stop this shit ASAP. Stop it ASAP. Now, no mas. No mas. We not doing this no more. I don't want to see this no more. I don't want to see this no more. I don't want to hear about it in the sport no more. And if so, it needs to be some motherfuckers getting penalized. Pause. Feel what I'm saying? ASAP. Boom. Warning. Take a point. Get them up out of here. That's it. We not doing that, bro. We not doing that. These great matchups, and we like, oh, we got the good lineup. And then they come in with that style, like, well, I'm going to just ease out of here, just get this check. No, nigga. You got people paying to see this. It's a wrap. It's over. Point. Make the fight. Oh, disqualified. Out. I'm going to warn you. I'm going to warn you. Like, yeah. I'm with that. Now, in other news, I got to give a shout out to my man. I've been liking this dude for a minute in the sport of boxing just because his energy. He's just one of the fighters that I know go in there and they got that spirit and they going bang. You going to get him or he going to get you. It's going to be one or the other. I want to give a shout out to King Rolly Romero for stealing the weekend, having the best performance. I mean, my man ain't get clipped with nothing. He ain't get dropped with nothing. I mean, he was in there poised, had great defense. He wasn't getting, I mean, he was just in the middle, just keeping the fight at his pace, ring general, showed great speed, great power. I mean, it was just everything around. Clean punches. I mean, you talking about stab, jabs to the body, hooks to the body, uppercuts, leaping hooks, double hooks. I mean, he was just doing it all, man. So right now, and in this, they had my man as the fucking underdog of underdogs against Ryan Garcia. So I gotta give my man Rolly some shine right now. I gotta give him some shine right now. Because what he did, like, people ain't expected at all. And he just, I mean, it was just crazy what he was able. I mean, he took away, I mean, the left hook wasn't landing at all. The left hook wasn't landing at all. He had his hand glued to his ear. He was not playing that. So we're going to get into my man, Rolly. We're going to see what he talking about, after this one. We're going to celebrate, Rolly for saving the night, having the biggest upset. It wasn't a great entertaining fight because Ryan, after he got dropped, he wasn't really trying to, he was just on the back foot, moving a whole lot. He had a strong jab, though. I like that jab. I think that jab was really nice. It was sharp. It was quick. It was popping Rolly head. It looked strong, but he wasn't following up with no right hands, and he just gave up on the left hook after he saw Rolly was catching that shit and ducking that shit and coming back with his power. So he just nullified everything Ryan was doing. He was stabbing him to the body, hitting him hard to the body. He was just doing a whole lot, and he was doing it right. So we're going to shout out my man, funny as hell, Rolly Romero, give him some shine real quick. He definitely saved the night for me. I was like, all right, that was pretty good. That was good because he surprised me. He was real poised. That and the Tank fight was his best performances to me. The way he performed in that fight and the way he performed in
Like,
obviously, he got knocked out in the Tank fight. That was one of the most best fights that I've seen from Rolly as far as skill and patience and all of that. He slipped up and got banged out. Pause. But, I still think that was one of his best performances. Now, after seeing that Ryan fight, that to me was his best performance. He just looked so on point with everything. He had a game plan to execute it. Shout out to Rolly. And this is on TMZ Sports. Shout out to y'all. Y'all want to see this, but I gotta play my man Rolly, see what he talking about. Gotta give him this shine real quick because he definitely upset everybody and everything they was talking about. Nobody had him doing this, so he definitely deserved all of this right now. So just some words for him after the victory. Let's hear from King Rolly Romero for a second.
Now you've had a chance, I'm sure, to watch it back and to sort of digest what happened. Give me your thoughts on the fight, man, just looking back.
I was too smart for him.
You think that's what it was? It was fight IQ?
Yeah, just ring IQ.
Did it go the way you thought it was going to go, Rolly? Obviously, you've got supreme confidence in yourself and all that.
Exactly how I thought it was going to go.
When you put him down early in the fight, what was going through your mind at that moment when you hit him with those two left hooks?
Well, at that moment after I landed that shot, I knew that the fight was over then, regardless of if he got up or not, because he wasn't going to engage anymore because that I already had figured him out.
Did you feel like he was cautious the next 10 rounds, that he was very wary of your power?
Yeah, he was cautious even when he got dropped. He was cautious the whole fight. I mean, you can't take a risk with a puncher, man. Yeah.
Rolly, you obviously watched last year Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight and what Ryan did to Devin. Did you feel like he was the same fighter against you? Was he not the same guy? Was he worse? Was he better? The same? What did you think?
He was better. He was better. He was focused. He wasn't drinking. He wasn't clubbing. He wasn't partying around stuff. I said this better than everyone else. I know him better than he knows himself. And nobody wanted to believe me. He didn't want to believe me. Nobody. And like I said, I know everything he's thinking.
Really, it's not like you're, some like low-level prospect or a guy that, boxing fans don't know. But do you finally feel like you're getting the respect you deserve after doing what you did on Friday?
I mean, a bit, not as how people, they can talk all the shit they want about me on internet or anything, but in person they always completely different. They on their knees, they're doing their, they be like, they just on, it's completely different energy. But lately the social media has been good. I don't know how long that's gonna last. They're gonna find a reason to get pissed off at me about some shit, but yeah.
I'm sure you're still in a, celebratory mood. Everyone wants to talk about what the next.
I haven't celebrated at all.
Really?
Yet.
Why not,
Yeah.
Rolly? This is a huge thing.
Well, so I was in New York. I did go to a little hookah lounge. I don't smoke, but I took everybody to a hookah lounge with it. We, it was like a little lounge. With some good music. I had a good time there, but yeah, I flew out to Miami. And literally right when I fly to Miami, they're like, I got to go to LA. So I guess I got to go to LA now. So, and since I'm going to be in LA, I might as well just go back to Vegas and figure out my life and then go do something,
All right, well, come by this TMZ studio if you get bored. What's next, Rolly? What you've got a lot of different potential fights in front of you, man. What appeals to you most?
Well, I haven't thought that far ahead, but definitely another pay-per-view fight. Definitely another big name, and we're going to make a big fight, because everything I do is always a big fight. I always find a way to make a big fight out of anything.
Let's go, Rolly.
It didn't seem like you were very into Haney, into a potential matchup with Devin. Is that the right read, that you're not too much caring about a potential matchup with Haney?
Haney wasn't a big fight to begin with. He wasn't a big fight when he fought Ryan. And he's definitely not a big fight after he just became a track star. So you tell me, you tell me real quick. Are you excited to see anybody fight Devin Haney?
Not right now.
Devin Haney had one exciting fight, and that was when he got his ass beat by Ryan Garcia.
Is he broken? I mean, I don't know how much you had the chance. Obviously, you were about to do your own thing, but is he broken? Is something off?
As a father, right? as his father. I just
As a
felt like he needed
father,
a hug in that moment. I
this
felt like he'd
nigga's
been
crazy.
shattered, and he just, it takes a while to come back from that. And I feel like he just needs love again.
Obviously, you're not a guy that has experienced many losses in your boxing career, Rolly. Is Tank Davis one that you would love to get back in there and get another crack at him?
Of course, that fight I've been wanting to get back for a long time. And that's not taking anything away from Tank. Tank's a tremendous fighter and a great boxer. But, like I said, when we get back, he knows I was not nowhere near my best when I fought him. So
I'll get you out of here on this one, Rolly. What is the message to the fans, to the experts, to your fellow boxers after the biggest win of your?
It's funny because everybody was saying how, and this is what I always say, like styles make fights, right? People look at certain people's resumes and what they may have done in the past, and they let it cloud their judgment on an upcoming fight with somebody else. And it's crazy because both Tank beat Ryan. Everybody was expecting that. Okay, and he did that. I think a lot of people slept on Ryan though, but I expected Tank to beat Ryan too, but I wasn't like sleeping on Ryan, like calling him trash, because I don't think Ryan's trash, right? But Rolly had this thing on him where people like, yo, he can't fight. He's just a power puncher. Like there's nothing good about him and all this stuff. And now the only two people to beat Ryan is Tank and Rolly. Ryan got 2 losses on his record, and it's Tank and Rolly Romero. It's crazy, man. Styles make the fights. Just because you see, and this is pound for pound boxing talk, putting you up on some game. Just as a boxing fan, as a fight fan, just because you see one fighter, and I know people be betting and shit on this, so I'm gonna put you up on some game. I'm gonna drop a gem on you quick. It's pound for pound boxing talk, where the talk is the realest. Hit the subscribe, it's free. Hit the like, it's free. You already know what it is. You already know what to do. It's the realest on the tube. Styles make fights, man. Before y'all go put y'all bread on somebody because y'all think everybody been saying, oh, this person is trash, and you feel weird if you going for this person, use your brain, bro. And just remember, what work was good for this one might not be good for that one. You feel what I'm saying? People say, the Austrian, Ryan was on PDs when he fought Devin. He tested positive. You know what I mean? People saying, yo, that's why he beat Devin. Professionals, Hall of Famers, commentators are saying, I don't know, bro. I fought niggas on that thing, and they ain't really doing like that if you would have did that. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's back and forth. It's just like people who you think might be the person end up losing, and the people who you think they might beat end up washing them easy. Ryan got 2 losses right now. Ryan done fought Tank, Rolly, Devin. This nigga, and he lost to Tank and Rolly. Styles make fights, man. I just wanted to remind y'all that for the future, as a boxing fan, as a fight fan. Salute to all my fans out there. Salute to the community. It's pound for pound boxing talk, where the talk is the realest.
Your career on Friday.
Believe in yourself.
And the link is in the chat too.
Fuck everything else. Fuck everybody else. They don't matter. The only thing you need to do is believe in yourself and believe in God.
That's right. Believe in yourself, believe in God. Shout out to Teams These Sports for that.
When you have Fios Home Internet from Verizon, you can save over 40% on the movies and shows you already love. The Netflix and Max, Disney.
Shout out to Teams These Sports for that. We got to give Rolly his shine right now because everybody will sleep. If you would have asked people who was going to do what and how the fight was going to turn out, everybody had Ryan because of this right here. Because Isak knocked Rolly out. First, Rolly got knocked out by Tank. First loss. First, actually, People thought that he robbed, that he lost to what was old boy name? Jackson Marinas. I thought he lost to Jackson Marinas. So already, boom. People thought he lost to Jackson Marinas. Boom. He got the fight with Tank. Tank stopped him, knocked his ass out. Boom. I thought that was the best Rolly that I seen, but Tank stopped him. Boom. After that, he got a world title shot at 140 against Barroso. Strong old ass man. People thought that he robbed Barroso because he was letting off some shots and the ref stopped it. They was like, all right, give it to Rolly. They're like, oh, you got dropped, and he got dropped in that fight. You got dropped by the old man, and then the ref stopped it premature, so you won, so you skate with that one. But come to find out, this nigga Barroso really got some power. He even ended up stopping one of Golden Boy's new up-and-coming dudes who was going to be their next star. His nigga stopped him in 2 rounds because he punched so damn hard. So then he got the belt after gift the win to Barroso. Then he fights Isaac Cruz at 140. Championship fight. Isaac Cruz stops him. Boom. So niggas is like, damn, you lost to Jackson Marinas. We think you lost to Jackson Marinas. You got stopped by Tank. We think you robbed Barroso. Then you get stopped by Isaac Cruz. Now you fighting Ryan Garcia. When Ryan Garcia just beat the brakes off of Devin Haney. I mean, put the belt to him. And you fighting Ryan now at a higher weight, no drain, no nothing. So everybody's like, oh, Ryan gonna do it. Ryan gonna do it. Ryan gonna do it. Rolly trash. We like Rolly. He got to punch his chance, but he ain't gonna do it. Ryan right now got it. Ryan got it. And then they get in the ring, and he upset the shit out of him. Vegas made a bunch of money. Oh, they got the post-fight press conference right here. I'm gonna go ahead and let this rock. Salute to Fight Hub TV. Salute to them. I'm gonna go ahead and react to this.
Live on his own worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout week.
A knockout weekend. That shit had no knockouts. That's funny as hell. That shit says a knockout weekend. That shit had 0 knocks. Ain't that funny how that works out? A knockout weekend. Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, Rolly Romero. 0 knockouts. Crazy. You know who they should have put in this fucking ad? They should have put a new way in that ad. That was the only nigga that got a stoppage. He was the one that saved the knockout weekend. They should have had a new way in that motherfucker. They don't know Ed. Then it would have made some sense. But let's go ahead. Let's hit my man Rolly. You know, because everybody slept on my man. 3-time world champion, 3 different divisions. Shout out Rolly Romero, King Rolly Romero. I fuck with Rolly. I fuck with him a lot.
Weekend of boxing: Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. 2 huge fights. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Okay, guys, questions for Rolly? Rolly, first of all, congratulations on this huge victory. Just walk through us the whole 12 rounds.
Shout out Fight Hub TV.
I knocked him down the second round. Sorry.
Park Avenue, New York. Property taxes are lower on this than Park Avenue in Jersey. We have the highest taxes in. Some tell you it's impossible to fix. Well, they're wrong. Jersey just needs a fighter.
Josh worked for.
Damn, nigga, I've been watching this whole fucking thing. Oh, okay. Where's the skip ad button?
You know, he
strong. He left hook, you know, and you know, the one time he opened up, you know, I
Right
cracked
back.
him and he
Right
didn't open
back.
up at all the rest of the fight.
Bro, this is now a belt. This is now a belt in the third division. Do you think it's just incredibly underrated? Just in career in general?
They're always gonna underrate me because I'm not one of these prospects that started boxing that had a following and all that stuff. They're fresh out the amateurs. They promoted them like, oh, this is the next big thing, yada yada yada, all that stuff. At the end of it, I've done this 3 times, three different divisions. I'm a 3-time world champion, and this might actually be the biggest, the most attended fight card in boxing history. And I did it on this night.
Saquon Jones with the boxing voice. Saquon Jones with the boxing voice. Your advisor in the crowd kept saying, hold the phone the whole night. Did you hear him? And second, that kind of stopped you from throwing more rights the whole time because you had that right the whole time up. So
I'll tell you guys something. Actually, I didn't warm up properly, and in the back room, I threw like one of these weird uppercuts right from far away, and I messed up my shoulder. So I didn't want to even risk it. One time I threw it like slow. I'm not gonna do that. And I mean, shoot, the whole boxing commission sees like my massage shoulder, literally massaging it for like the next. So it might have made it a little weaker.
I mean, you actually had a chance to catch him with more left hooks and more lefts than he caught of you. How did it feel to like?
He didn't. After I dropped him, he did not take a single
No,
risk.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how did it feel to catch him with his best punch, but you were hitting him with his best punch?
Don't hook with a hooker.
Rolly, Kevin Garcia with Fight Hype. You know, after your last 3 fights before this one, the Barroza fight, the Pitbull fight, people started talking about you in a different way. You know, maybe putting you in a position that you were a gatekeeper, something like that. What do you think this fight means, and what kind of statement does it make for you to be Ryan Garcia in the fashion that you did?
Let me dismiss everything with Barroso. Barroso is still by far the hardest hitter I've ever been in the ring with. I got him on a 2-week notice. I was getting ready for Puello, you know, and you get a complete opponent change. You know, Puello's not known really as a puncher like that. And you get a dude that literally has 24 wins with 22 knockouts that comes forward. And I still adjusted little by little after a full year layoff in a new weight division. So everyone, you guys don't, and then he goes on and knocks out O'Hara Davis. Everyone thinks that he's going to give Barroso a problem. He knocks him out in the first round because I called it. I even told O'Hara, I'm like, don't jump in. This dude can crack. And guess what? They stopped the fight a slight bit premature when he was about to get knocked out cold. Give me my credit. I fought smart.
Rolly, did you tell there's Coach Sabas, and he told me you came in the boxing, you knocked everybody out, but he kicked you out of the gym. Why did he kick you out, and why did you go back there?
Sabas is an incredible trainer, and I mean at the time I was just, you know, just one of them wild people that just like, bro, I will fuck up your money, like especially like, bro, I'm not making. At that time I wasn't even pro yet, so I was like, one, I'm not making you money, and 2, I'm fucking your money up.
Rolly, did you feel disrespected all week long with Ryan Garcia talking about this rematch right in front of you? And how much did that possibly motivate you?
I mean, they can have a rematch. Clearly, if they were talking about it over and over and over and over and over again, right? They already had it planned and lined up. Why am I going to get in the way of that? That has nothing to do with me. I'm a 3-division world champion now.
Hit first boxing round. So the second round, when you dropped him, from that point on, you just put a full throttle. You kept on going there. Did you know you was going to win that fight from that point on?
I knew he wasn't going to throw no more damn punches, so I just had to keep going, you know. He was not going to take a single risk for me. He knows I can crack.
In Harlem, he was training at Mendes Boxing Gym. How'd you feel in Mendes?
Man, I would give a huge shout out, man. They were over there. They turned the heater up on me. They watched me lose the last bit of weight and all that stuff, you know, and they treated me really nice.
Hey, Rolly, Jay with Sportbox TV official. So before the fight, a lot of fight fans asked you what you wanted, and you wanted to see until after the fight to give Ryan respect. Now that it's over, what do you want? Who do you want next?
I don't care what happens next right now. The only thing I care about is going on a nice vacation.
Radio Roger down front. What was the game plan going into this fight?
I'm not going to give you guys a hint into the secret to beating him.
Were you looking for that hook? Did you set that up intentionally, or is it
Well, he opens up every time he throws the hook, so you see he didn't throw no more hooks after that.
after you knocked him down?
He did not throw his throws. He did not throw any more hooks after that. Because that's his money punch.
Were you surprised at his lack of output? Do you think that you were going to get more fight out of Ryan Garcia tonight?
Everyone that fights me has a lack of output. Every single time they throw too many punches, they get cracked.
And last, you're very gracious about the rematch with Garcia, but what do you feel like you deserve, you've earned tonight, paying for yourself, another title shot? What are you looking at?
I don't box for money. I box to be world champion, and I just did it 3 times.
Woo! Are you looking forward for it?
Of course.
Where do you see that going?
We gotta see. Just be patient.
Rolly, I just wanted to ask you a question I had asked Ryan. You know, there was a lot made about like Tank Lamont's history going into that fight and what that outcome could be like based on that. There was also a lot made about you and Ryan's history. You know,
And it's crazy because these niggas had a sparring. Let's see if I can put our sparring footage real quick. These niggas had a sparring when they was younger, 8 years ago, in the Mayweather gym. And Rolly was giving Ryan some business because he was like being rough with him and shit, like rough housing him. He was raw dogging them paws and just was beating them, like just wrestling them and everything, right? And 8 years later, people were like, ah, nah, it's different now. Like, that was sparring, that was this, that was that. And then this nigga still ended up having this nigga's card. Let me see if they got the... So this is them. This is they sparring 8 years ago when they was younger. And this is Rolly giving it to... Matter of fact, I think I got it on my page. Fuck all that. I'll go to my page. Let's see if we got on Pound for Pound Boxing Talk page. This nigga's in one of my shorts. So Rolly was giving Ryan the business when they was younger, and then he comes back 8 years later, fights him at the peak of Ryan's career, off the biggest win of his career, and just nullifies everything that this nigga does, and comes out and wins the belt. Like all this time later, here we go. Rolly giving Ryan the business and sparring. So you could kind of see the fucking this nigga ran him at another left hook. It was another left hook. Look at that left hook. And look at Ryan. This still photo is crazy right here. But let's see this. Hold on. Oh, that was a Mayweather short. It clicked the wrong one. Right here. Again, and if you notice what it was, Ryan tried to hit him with the left hook again, even in the sparring. and Rolly hit him with his left hook. It's crazy how that happened. He tries to hit him with the left hook in the sparring, and Rolly clips him with his left hook. He runs right into it, and everybody's like, "Oh!" And then fast forward 8 years later, this nigga throws a left hook to Rolly. Rolly catches it and double clips him with his left hook and drops him. Bro, flip. Look, he winds back. You see him. He's cocked. You can't really see because it's cut off. He's cocking that left shoulder back to throw that fucking left hand. Rolly got the high guard. Rolly slips that shit and counters him with his left hand and runs him into it. And the same shit happened 8 years later. Look, he throws his, Rolly throws his. He threw his, and Rolly threw his and caught him. See, he threw. That's why his hand ended up like that, because he threw his left hook, and Rolly slipped his and ran him into his left hook, and had this nigga looking for Holy Ghost, like he looking up at the stars and the moon and the sunshine at the nighttime. And then fast forward. Now fast forward, you go 8 years ahead of time, and you go Rolly versus Ryan knockdown. And the nigga throws a fucking left hook and he catches it and drops him. And this left hook. Luke Campbell and Devin Haney. Yup. Why they put the squeaky, fam? Boom, boom. Why they put the squeaky sound for Devin on? That was a little crazy. But anyway, same way. And then it up dropping him. So again, man, we gonna put the shot on my man Rolly. We're gonna let him cook because he shut everybody up. And then they'll be out of here. Yeah, he was the only PBC fighter on that card. And he went up there and had the business. Damn, so salute to Rolando Romero for stealing that weekend for me. I think he had the best performance. Inoue had a good performance too. He ended up getting dropped, coming back up and stopping old boy. But all around performance-wise, I had to give it to Rolly, man. I think Rolly went out there and just took everything away from his opponent, got the knockdown, good jab, good boxing. He wasn't moving a whole lot. He was standing his ground, having Ryan moving on the back foot. I don't think Ryan was able to come forward not once in that fight. I don't think Ryan was able to come forward once in that fight. And that's what I started noticing about Ryan too. It's like, if you got him going backwards, it's kind of like he's not really comfortable going backwards. You know, he caught Duarte when he was going backwards. He caught Duarte with the left hook, wobbled him. But usually, especially when you throw that left hand and he's trying to retreat, it always catches him. I mean, this is something that's been when he was young to now. Luke Campbell, Devin Haney did it. Rolly Romero did it. Tank just ran him into his left hand, but every time it's a left hand. You know, it's a left hand. No matter what stance you in, it's a left hand. Orthodox or southpaw. It's just that left side. He can't really get away from it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, even in the Devin fight, I'm like, when Devin was coming forward, he was having the most success. The narrative is that Devin fought the wrong fight. He should have been on the back foot. He should have did this, did that. My thing is, every time Devin was coming forward, he was winning a round. Every time Devin was coming forward, he was winning a round. He caught Ryan with the left hook. I think he could have caught him more times in that fight with that, because it's not like Devin was just throwing a left hand and Ryan was catching it and dipping it, slipping it, rolling with it, and all type of shit. When Devin threw it, it connected, and I ain't see it that much after that. You feel me? There's a lot of jabs, right hand, shit like that, jabs, footwork, and Ryan did what he did to Devin. But when Devin was coming forward, he was winning a round. Rolly ain't take a step back, he was winning every round. You know, I mean, I just think, you know, certain fighters, when Floyd fought Zab Judah, they was neck and neck in skill, neck and neck in speed, power, all of this stuff. It was a real chess match. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, Jeff Mayweather told him, walk forward, stop going back. This bitch can't fight going back. You trust me? Walk to him. Keep doing everything we doing, but don't go back. Walk to him. Only difference, just walk to him. Have him go back. Change the whole fucking fight. Anytime Floyd went forward the jab to Zab ain't know what to do going back. He wasn't that good. When Zab was going forward, he was having success against Floyd. When Floyd was going forward, he was having success against Zab. All Jeff Mayweather said was go forward, walk to him. You had his ass right there. Stop going back. Walk to him. Let me see if they got that clip. Let me see. Jeff Mayweather, Zab Judah, walk forward. Let me see. Let me see if they got this. I keep saying Jeff Mayweather. I keep thinking about the other brother, Jeff Mayweather. Roger Mayweather is what I'm thinking about. I keep saying Jeff because I know the whole It's Floyd, it's Jeff, it's Roger, all them brothers. And I kept saying Jeff, but it was really Roger. Roger was telling Floyd, walk to him. Stop going back. Roger Mayweather. Go forward. Let's see if somebody posted this. I don't think they got it. But if y'all go back to that fight, y'all seeing that fight. And this is what I mean about like, I gotta start posting shit like this because people don't be knowing shit like this. But anyway, if you go back to that Zab and the Floyd fight, Zab, when Zab and Floyd is going back and forth, and Floyd is having success, Zab tells his nephew, look, he tell Floyd Mayweather, stop going back, just walk to his ass, go forward. He can't do nothing going back. He can't do nothing with you going back. Just walk to him. Shit changed the whole fight. So I say that to say, man, when Rolly was doing it, he took everything away from Ryan. He didn't take a step back. When every round Devin won, he was going forward to Ryan. He wasn't going back. Feel what I'm saying? It's the style, man. But I just got to get that shout out to Rolly because he definitely upset. He definitely made Vegas a lot of money. He made Vegas a lot of money because I know everybody was going for Ryan to get that knockout. For sure. Oh, let me see. Let me see something. Is there some? They got some money for me? Let's see something. Oh, they might have some money for me. Might have some money for me. Alright. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, my fault, y'all. You know I be hustling. I be on it. That's why I ain't really been out here. Been out here getting money, man. But anyway, yeah, man. So it's just Rolly stole the show. And of course, I had to touch on Terrence Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. They fight is official. And that's in September. And to be honest, I've been thinking like, damn, should I go to that one? Like, damn, should I do that one? Should I go out there, Bloodbath? I don't know, Bloodbath. Should I go out there? But I don't think I want to go out there because I wanna watch that fight. Like, I want to watch it. I think I think I'm gonna just get the pay-per-view and I'm gonna just watch that fight so I can see the angles. I want to see everything. Every jab. I want to see their faces. I need to read what's going on. You feel me? I need to be able to be in that chess match with them. You feel what I'm saying? I'm so happy that fight is going on. I wish my man Neverfo was here because he got a problem with Turkey. He really don't like Turkey. But what I'm seeing from Turkey, man, it's like as a fan, like once I got the Bud versus Canelo, like I'm sorry, yo, like ain't really much I could say besides thank you, bro. Because I've been wanting that fight. After Bud beat Spence and that happened, I'm like, nah, this is the one. But anyway, yo, I just got the call. So I gotta go get this chicken. You already know. But anyway, shout out to all my peoples. I'm back. I'm gonna try to do this like between the times, like how I did it, like a 5 to like 6. Give it a good hour, maybe hour 45, but do it like that. But yo, shout out to all y'all. Again, the no running rule in boxing. Is it good or is bad? You with it? You not with it? Leave it in the comments. You already know. Rolly, best performance out of Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Barbosa, Ramirez. Rolly stole the show. Canelo, even Rolly had a better performance than him. You feel what I'm saying? When you talking about how you score a fight and what fighters do, he just had the best performance. You know what I mean? And then Canelo versus Bud. I just always gotta throw that into the title. Until September, I'ma always throw that in the title. We touch on it a little bit. Whatever we speak about what's going on in boxing, but I always gotta throw that in the title because that's the #1 fight right now. But other than that, you already know what it is. It's pound for pound boxing talk, where the talk is the realest. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. You already know what to do. It's the realest on YouTube boxing, you heard? Other than that, man, I fuck with y'all. I think
P4P Boxing Talk, unbiased boxing channel.
Roses and daffodils, waiting on you at the gate cell. Catch me if I start to feel a prayer dawn, a prayer dawn. Roses and daffodils, waiting on you at the gate cell. Catch me if I start to feel a prayer dawn, a prayer dawn. I got some big ass fucking visions in vogue. I'm talking cover lover, baby mother covered in gold. I'm talking 19 fucking rings on my tree. I got ice and different income that nobody can see. Got a big ass fucking head on my motherfucking shoulders. My niggas steady laughing, talking about my head and shoulders. Hands so fucking long ago from head down to my shoulders. And this shit is from the heart for my haters and the boulders that be in my way. Feeling like the man until I went another way. Try to bust up on my life and went another way. I got that